Dear viewers, today we enter a world where the boundaries between gods and humans are blurred, where cunning becomes a weapon and laughter is a harbinger of destruction. We are talking about Hermes, the god who appears in myths as the messenger of the gods. But his true nature is far darker than what schoolbooks tell you. You have been shown a young, playful, winged god carrying his famous sandals, but that is only a mask. Beneath it lies a being of trickery, manipulation, and mortal danger, who for centuries has played with the fates of gods and humans alike. Today, we will restore the true image of Hermes and reveal his role in history that has been carefully hidden. Hermes was born in a cave on Mount Selene. His mother was Maia, his father was Zeus. From the very first hours of life, he demonstrated extraordinary abilities. While other newborns reached for their mothers, he was already planning, observing the world, calculating. On the 5th day of life, he stole Apollo's cattle. But this was not childish mischief. It was a demonstration of how cunning and intelligence can be instruments of power. He covered his tracks, disguised the animals, created false paths. Apollo was furious, but Zeus intervened. Thus, the law of Hermes was born. Cunning is stronger than strength when used wisely. But Hermes' cunning was not limited to stealing cattle. He guided gods through labyrinths of intrigue, established rules of trade that still shape economy and power today. In the Homeric hymns, we see that his role goes beyond being a mere intermediary between gods and humans. He controls boundaries, physical and moral, escorts souls of the dead to the underworld, manages transitions where life meets death. His laughter is a warning, and his sandals are a symbol of speed and unpredictability. Notice this, Hermes is not just the god of cleverness and trade. He is an architect of destiny, a master manipulator capable of changing the course of history with a single action. In myths of the Trojan War, of Persephone's abduction, of the hero's adventures, he appears at pivotal moments when the outcome hangs by a thread. Why do we only see his playful side? Because the true story of Hermes violates conventional moral schemes. Historians note that already in the 6th century before our era, poets depicted him not as a cheerful messenger, but as a force capable of unleashing chaos and determining fate. Consider the episode with Apollo and the lyre. After stealing the cattle, Hermes created the first musical instrument from a tortoise shell and gave it to Apollo, turning conflict into alliance. This symbolizes that cunning can be a tool for peace, yet it always serves as a reminder of control over others. In Hermes' hands, every action becomes a lesson for mortals and gods alike. This is not just a legend, it is a warning. You may know Hermes as the god of trade, but his economic side is merely a facade. He establishes rules that force humans and gods to interact through deals, deception, and oaths. In ancient Greece, it was believed that a merchant who conducted business without cunning was doomed to failure. Hermes made cleverness an essential part of culture, embedded it into the human mindset. His influence is felt in every transaction where calculation and deception go hand in hand. Even more terrifying is his role as a guide of souls. Hermes leads the dead through the underworld, through darkness and fear, and his decisions obey neither morality nor compassion. He knows secrets of death that mortals fear even within the pages of myths. Every step Hermes takes among the living and the dead is a game whose rules participants do not perceive. Yet the consequences are inevitable. Historians note that in primary sources, Hermes constantly tests the limits of what is permitted. In Hesiod's Theogony, he carries out Zeus's orders, but does so in a way that the outcome depends not on strength, but on cleverness. In tragedies and hymns, he is always at the center of events, where the outcome hinges on understanding the weaknesses of others. Even the most powerful gods, Athena, Apollo, Poseidon, confront Hermes and are forced to reckon with his rules. This is not the image of a jester. It is the portrait of a god who makes the world unpredictable. We often hear about his winged sandals, but this is not just an attribute. It is a symbol that no force can hold Hermes in place. He moves freely between worlds, between life and death, between humans and gods. In his hands, speed becomes power, and laughter becomes a weapon. If humanity understood Hermes' true role, it would realize that cunning governs not only myths, but also history, politics, and the fates of generations. The myth of Hermes is a warning. It shows that cunning is a power that cannot be underestimated, that laughter can conceal threat, and that a gift can be a trap. When we see how his image has changed over the centuries, we understand that culture and history are intertwined with his spirit. The Romans adopted him as Mercury, but his essence did not change. Mastery over transitions, manipulation, control over destiny, all remained the same, only the masks changed. Today, Hermes lives in our cultural archetypes. Every time we see clever heroes, strategic manipulators, masters of intrigue in cinema, literature, or even in business, we encounter echoes of Hermes. He reminds us that the world is governed not by strength, but by the skill to play the rules. His lesson is clear. Do not trust the obvious. Analyze situations deeply, study the weaknesses of others, and remember that one mistake can lead to disaster. Hermes' presence always shapes the fate of other gods and heroes. In the stories of Heracles, Perseus, Odysseus, he appears at unexpected moments, guiding events, creating opportunities and threats simultaneously. Everyone who encountered Hermes understood that even the most powerful forces cannot resist cunning and speed when combined with knowledge. Dear viewers, you have just seen the true face of Hermes. Not a jester, not a mere messenger, but a master of cunning, manipulation, and control over destiny. Now consider how Hermes' archetypes continue to operate around us. In politics, economy, culture, cunning is always present. Every deception, every strategic maneuver, every sudden twist is an echo of what ancient myths revealed. The truth is simple. The world is ruled by those who know how to play the rules, not by those who are strongest. Subscribe to the channel, like, and share this video. The story of Hermes is not just a myth. It is a warning humanity must remember to avoid repeating the mistakes of the past. Today, you learn the truth about cunning and power, about laughter and threat, about how one god changed the understanding of the world and destiny. Follow our research, and we will continue to uncover the dark and hidden sides of ancient myths, so the truth reaches you even after 2,000 years.